I'll go through a very quick introduction about the project. This is a strategic project, a road mapping project, as we call it. Ideation, as Roger said, we like to say we are in CRe-AM to dream, let's say. And it's about dreaming. It's about dreaming about the future, dreaming about the things we want to do together with our community, together with our colleagues, and to be able to develop our field further, whichever creative field we happen to be. And this particular session today, this particular event is focused on gaming, more or less. And I would like to thank FACT for hosting us. Great hospitality here, great place to be, particularly Roger and Mike Stubbs, the director of FACT, and their team, who did a great job to have us here today. So it's CRe-AM at FACT, and also the organizing team from Liverpool University has been quite instrumental in this, and it's Jota, it's Daniel, and it's Rachel, just to connect to faces as well. This is the consortium, CRe-AM consortium, which is actually about 13 different organizations, different institutions across Europe who have quite a good coverage of the European, if you like, geographical area. And the aim is to provide a collaboration bridge, is to bridge the communities of creative industries and technology, in particular information technology, and to engage these communities together in a road mapping exercise. And when I say road mapping, we mean conversations, strategic conversations that will lead to specific plans for actions, recommendations, a plan for actions for us, for the communities, but also for the policymakers, and how the policymakers and the research funding institutes can help us actually to achieve this. So the main target users are individual creators and professionals, as well as companies, big, large and small, SMEs as well, creative groups, communities and organizations. These are the main groups that we are considering in the creative industries. First of all, art, including crafts, design, media, which includes gaming, the gaming community. This is what we are doing here today. Digital media, e-publishing, and a lot of different forms of new media that we have today, architecture and music technology. So the objectives, we have a number of objectives, and actually our focus is on the community. The focus is on supporting and helping the individual creators and their communities to be able to more effectively use technology and to integrate technology in what they're doing. Benefits include bridging the community, so actually providing this bridge across from the creative professionals to the ICT stakeholders and professionals, to build awareness around the use of technology in the creative industries, to provide a capability of foresight and of strategic planning for the future through a technology observatory about sort of creating awareness about the technologies that are available and the potential of these technologies. We offer a shareable platform, a portal, where these strategic conversations and discussions can take place in the formulation of the roadmaps. And this road mapping is dynamic. That is, we make sense of our environment, but the environment is dynamic, it changes as we go along, and we continuously do that. We are sensing the environment, and we actually go back and revise and update our roadmaps. So we focus on mapping and road mapping, mapping the present and road mapping the future, let's say. And the roadmaps are mainly to serve different purposes and different groups. First of all, we have the stakeholder groups that are actually the communities from the sectors, from the creative sectors. The 5 main creative sectors I mentioned. Also, the ICT research and practice community, the practitioners, the ICT practitioners, and also the policymakers, in particular the European Commission, who is funding us. This project is a flagship actually project, is the main strategic project for the creative industries at the moment in Europe, and we have a mandate actually to deliver roadmaps that will feed into the next funding programs, the Horizon 2020 programs, in particular from 2017 to 2020. So we have a chance to influence what the policymakers will do in terms of funding, but in terms of regulation as well, in terms of the policy framework. We have stakeholder groups. In particular, today we would like to engage the gaming sector group. We have a facilitator of the sector, which is Jota from the University of Liverpool. We also have a sector champion, which is a member of the community that actually mobilizes the community and is actually there to help the community. It's Lucia Panese from Imaginary in Italy. We have awareness campaigns. We want to link up with major events of the communities themselves. So that, for example, for gaming, we would like to stage events and workshops in major gaming conferences, established conferences, and also to expand the community with peer-to-peer propagation. So the idea is that all of us actually spread the word to people that we think might be interested, people from our community, our colleagues, etc. So these are the components of the roadmap. As you can see, there's the visioning part, which is about formulating visions and formulate some scenarios of using technology in the future. In the ways, it's about dreaming of ways that we want to use technology in the future. We sense the environment, trends and weak signals, what technologies are emerging, what new practices are emerging, and then we do some gap analysis. Gap analysis really tells us what is the distance between where we are now and where we want to be, between the present and between our desired future. And this will tell us really in the end, I mean, this analysis will give us some research directions, will give us some recommendations and some actions, some plan of actions for the future, which is actually the roadmap. We do that with conversation, with strategic conversations. That's what we will do today. We will engage in discussion, debate. Hopefully we'll build some consensus. And then, as I said, through the gap analysis, we'll be able to do to actually create roadmaps for the particular sector, which is gaming. The targets of what we do, again, as I said, is mainly to do with awareness, promote stakeholder engagement, and actually building networks that will last, and engaging them in conversations that matter. And we want to actively promote stakeholder engagement through the events at CRe-AM, but also through the events that are established in the communities and where actually we can help and can do more through CRe-AM. So we want to achieve a high level of participation, good geographical balance across Europe. This is an event that is local, more or less, but we also have an international dimension. We have colleagues that have flown in for the event from other countries today, so I'm very happy about that. It has a very strong international flavor. At the moment, we have 204 committed stakeholders, committed organizations in the creative industry signed up to the project. We have already organized 7 local and international events. We are planning 10 activities and events until October next year. And the website is actually structured in terms of the communities. So you can go and register and be part of a gaming community, for example. You can be part of any other community. And actually a lot of people want to be part of more than one communities. The website we have is a portal, is actually a platform that supports road mapping. So it has discussion spaces for all the different groups, and also presents the major outcomes and documents to do with the roadmap and activities of the groups. We are also active in social media, as you can see here, and you can join the groups there, and all the information is on the website as well. There's a lot of benefits, we believe, for people to participate in what we do. First of all, it's a great networking exercise. Actually, you get to meet people from different areas, or people that have a similar interests to you, but also people from other countries, and that have, you might find that you have a lot of common interests, and also synergies that can develop, particularly between technologists and the creators. Also, this exercise of focusing about what are desired futures is very useful, and these plans that are actually dynamically updated from time to time, every half a year or every year, it's very useful to keep the focus and actually do more to support the creative industries in Europe, which are very dynamic at the moment. Today's program of collaborative consultation activities will include Future Café, which is about dreaming about the future. It's about visioning. It's about formulating desired scenarios. And also, we have a Delphi exercise, which is about sensing and detecting the major trends and signals that are actually emerging at the moment, and we think that will play a big role in the future. So it's more of an observatory, if you like, activity. You can follow the community online, you can email us, and I think you have all the information to contact us in the pack there. Just before I sign off, it was interesting actually. I was in Luxembourg the last 2 days in a strategic consultation workshop in the European Commission, and it seems that they really want to coordinate more the support actions and the research funding in this area. Okay, and CRe-AM is a major vehicle we have to help them to do that. Creative industries, as they said, counts to about 6% of European GDP at the moment. That's bigger than the car industry, so it's quite substantial. And there is a perception that we might miss the train in technology, and this, I think they will focus more now to support creative industries in terms of the potential of technology. Because what happens in ICT in terms of European, if you like, situation is not great. I mean, the biggest ICT companies are not in Europe and in the States. The creative industry still has an edge in Europe. Actually, Europe is the strongest economic area in the world in the creative industries, and we want to maintain that. And actually, in order to maintain that, we need to ensure that we don't miss the train of technology like we did in the major ICT. I mean, it's kind of ironic that a lot of the ideas started in Europe, but actually Europe is not able to exploit these ideas, I mean, like the internet, for example, very effectively. So focuses on creative industries, I think we can do a lot there. And I'll hand back to Roger then to continue the session. Thank you very much.